Hi, this is Gingersnap. I'm Lisa Redfern. What the heck is Gingersnap? Gingersnap is a conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer. My creative Mainer today is Peter Baldwin Panagore, and we're here in his home in East Boothbay, right down the road from Ocean Point. It's really beautiful. And Peter has had the good fortune of recently releasing his book called Heaven is Beautiful, and I'm going to let him tell you a little bit more about that. And
so here we go.
Go for it. Yeah.
So Heaven is Beautiful is a memoir from when I was in my early 20s of when I was ice climbing and snow caving in Canada and had a near-death experience. Hypothermia, crossed over, had an experience of God. It changed my life completely, forever, and gave me one purpose in my life forever. And I'm in pursuit of it still, and God's still in pursuit of me, and I finally put a book out this year about it.
That's
trying to help
fantastic.
people find hope.
And have you met people, since the book came out, have you met people that tell you about their experiences as well?
Yeah, for sure, and others. Part of the reason I wrote the book is to try to help people like me have a voice, to feel free to talk to people they love about what happened to them in order to spread the big capital V voice. Just little tiny V's, little ones.
Yeah. Did you find that you didn't want to talk about it for a long time because you were afraid of sort of...
I was afraid of being considered a kook. I wasn't sure whether I'd gone insane, whether it was crazy. It was a long time ago before it was popular to talk about, and it was so crazy to me, and I was the one who experienced it, that I needed to spend most of my life trying to figure out what had happened to me, find a language to think about it with, and integrate it into myself in some sort of way. And I kept it a secret because it sounds crazy. I know that. But I finally came out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How does it affect how you see the world and other people? Do you always feel a little bit removed, having had an experience that a lot of people
I'm always removed. I'm always in like this time-space shift.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me never came back.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of me, most of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so my experience of the world is entirely different than your experience of the world.
Right, sure.
But it's exactly the same as all the other near-death people. So I have a tribe.
Right.
I have a group of people that I can talk to about it. But for instance, I'm not a believer. I'm a reverend, okay? But I'm not a believer in God because that was taken from me when I died. To me, God is the real. And that this place here, this limited finitude, this illusion of finitude, is the not real place.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Well, thanks.
And I'm glad you wrote this book. And tell everyone where they can get a hold of it.
You can get it in Canada and the UK, the United States, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and all those places. It's an Audible. It's a Nook Kindle.
Holy moly!
But go to your independent bookstore. Yeah. That's where you want to look first, is your indie bookstore. It's in paperback and available everywhere.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for letting everyone know about that. That is a big accomplishment, and it's lovely to have your work out in the world. Because we really should be sharing what's going on inside of us with other people. It's an important work. Mm-hmm. So, Peter, what brought you guys to Maine, or you to Maine?
I got a job. I got a job on Deer Isle as the congregational minister of the First Congregational Church and the Sunset Congregational Church, 2 churches a mile apart on an island of about 3,000 people, and I became kind of the island ombudsman, community pastor person.
I haven't heard that word in a long time. It's sort of an English word, isn't it?
It's very.
Ombudsman. I like that. So, Peter, do you know your first word? And if you don't, do you imagine what it might be, knowing who you are?
I guess it was ma.
Yeah.
Ma.
Well, my first word was cookie. And and my favorite cookie is a Gingersnap or a molasses. And look what I have here. I have a molasses ginger cookie.
Molasses ginger cookie.
From East Boothbay General. Look how massive it is.
East Boothbay General Store.
We're going to share it.
Yes, we're going to break cookie together.
We're going to break a cookie together. Okay. I have to say, I don't know if I can convey how good it smells and how chewy this is. Thank you, Liz, at East Boothbay General Store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Really
delicious.
Good.
Oh my God. Okay. So, moving from The delicious. Back to the profound. Is there a book you have found yourself recommending over and over again?
There is, and it's not a popular book. It's a 13th century anonymous author book called The Cloud of Unknowing. And it's probably the most readable of the mystical books. But if I were to recommend an author, I would recommend Rumi. He's the most read poet in the United States, and he is the most accessible mystic on the globe, I think.
That is very true. Yeah. That is true. I think one of my favorite quotes regarding relationships within families or, in partnership is, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. We should all meet there in that in that field. Okay, so apropos of nothing in particular, I like cars. I come from a family of people who, my father had like 43 cars in the time I knew him, meaning not all at the same time, but
I was wondering, I was like, wow.
He would go find
insurance costs.
He'd go find old cars and fix them up and sell them, and then find another classic car, fix it up and sell it. It was a thing. So what car from your childhood did you kind of have a thing for, and if you could get back, would you?
A 1962 Saab, 3-speed on the column that my mother had to pour oil into the gas tank every time we filled it up.
I love those old Saabs and those old Volvos. They have a great they had a great
shape.
Body shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should have one cookie.
I will.
I'm eating way too much.
I am. Okay, so what song? Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay.
It's really good.
What song or album?
Me Without You. Jump right in.
Okay.
Me Without You. It's this band out of New York. A bunch of brothers raised Sufi, Christian, and Jewish, and their albums are deeply suffused with symbolism and mythology and wisdom, mystical wisdom, and they jam. The music is fantastic. Oh, no, cookie! I took her cookie right out of her hand. Here's another piece.
I guess that's for the dog.
That's the dog's cookie. That's the trouble with speaking with your hands, which is what I do. Anyway, Me Without You. Me Without You.
Yeah. Okay. So that sort of brings you back to yourself if you feel sort of off kilter or need to recalibrate? No, that just brings you joy.
That brings me back to God.
Oh, yeah. Which is you. You are.
No, I'm not.
No? Aren't we all?
No. Made of, in the image of, but not the thing itself.
Okay.
Not me, anyway.
I think of us all as this, that we are God and God is us, and that we are all, if God is love and we are love, then we are God.
But the love of God, the real love that I experienced when I was dead, I'm sorry, but it was an ocean compared to the tiny single drop of the most amount of love I've ever collected in my life. If I collected all the love in my life that I've ever had, given or shared or was given to myself, is a drop. And the ocean of God's love when I was on the other side is immeasurable. It's unimaginable. It's beauty and love and hope and truth and joy, compassion, all mixed in one. It's beyond comprehension, and I can't wait to go back.
Wow. Well, I'm always...
Sorry.
No, please don't. I love it. I love talking about this stuff. I love talking about theology. I love talking about these ideas.
Can I interject one last thing?
Absolutely.
So I was at disco and I was with my buddy Brian. If you happen to watch this, Brian, you'll know this. We were playing ultimate frisbee, and Brian and I had just met. We became close friends, and someone said something, and I said, according to Brian 2 weeks ago, I said I'm not a theologian. I'm a mystic. So the difference between the two of them, the theologians and philosophers use knowledge. Mystics only use experience. And the knowledge becomes completely secondary. And so I land in the latter. I'm not I do theology because that's my job, but in terms of what I practice, it's mysticism, prayer. Yeah. So anyway, that's my spiel.
I can talk about we'll have to talk about this after the interview too. So, if a movie was made about your life, Peter Panagore. And who knows? Maybe it will be someday. Who would star as young Peter Panagore?
Can you help me out?
Yeah.
Can you help me out here?
Okay, well,
we talked about it before.
Your daughter and I think it would be Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
You listening, Jake? Give us a call.
We'll be in touch.
All right, so once again, Peter Baldwin Panagore has written a beautiful book called Heaven is Beautiful. I can't wait to read. And it can be found in local bookstores, and you can find it online on Amazon and
Barnes & Noble.
Barnes & Noble. And congratulations and good luck out there in the world.
Thanks.
And have fun. And
Spreading the word.
yeah, so this is Gingersnap episode 18. Can you believe it? It's already episode 18. Gingersnap with this incredible East Boothbay General. Okay, everybody? All right. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Lisa Redfern. If you want to know more about me, you can go to lisaredfern.com. This has been Gingersnap.